So you admit to shooting your commanding officer under the direction of a Russian agent, is that correct? So unless you have something else significant to share with us, Sergeant, this investigation is over. You have been played. It's the Russians.
Oh, it's Solomon. Haven't you listened to anything I've been saying?
You want us to believe that there's a PLR threat and Solomon's at the head?
Yes.
To believe that you acted in the best interests of our nation when you let a Russian agent go and shot your own man. But we can't. Nothing can be corroborated.
This is insane.
No one can verify the third nuke even exists.
The bank collapsed. Al-Bashir's dead. Your unit is dead. Dima's presumed dead. Kafrov's dead. 80,000 French people are actually dead.
Those are all your witnesses, Sergeant.
The only thing we can say happened for sure is you fragged your CO.
Bring him in.
You saw this man shoot his commanding officer, right?
Just knock off the bullshit, Sergeant. Didn't Dima set you up? Didn't he talk you into shooting Cole and then escape to Paris where he triggered the nuke? Wasn't that Dima?
Solomon has the nuke.
Solomon is one of ours. He is an overseas asset, and he has been for years. We put him next to al-Bashir for information.
You are shitting me. He's a murderer. You saw the video.
Well, you get the good with the bad when it comes to assets, and sometimes sacrifices must be made for the greater good.
Isn't that your angle?
Jesus Christ. The nuke is still out there. Solomon's still out there. You can't just walk away from the threat.
You might be right, Sergeant. Maybe Solomon was too close to the fire, but I assure you we are on top of this situation. The Russians are a clear and present threat. Yes. What do you mean you lost a train?
Solomon's using the PLR.
He is an overseas asset, and he has been for years.
He used me, and he uses everyone. He said, get the bombs.
80,000 dead.
We can avert war between our nations.
Well, the blast yield matches Russian suitcase nuke specs.
We've secured what appears to be a WMD.
Wait, there's room for two
How
more.
many portable nuclear devices did you see in the bank vault? Where the hell are the other two?
The 14th of this month,
You got maps of Paris, New York.
He's using public transit to move the weapons.
Suleiman will strike.
The train map inside the bank vault. What was the time written on it?
6:02. Why?
Dave, you trust me?
Oh, yeah.
All right. Follow my lead.
Oh, fuck! Come on, move it! The train's coming! Get on the fucking train, Black! You got one shot, go!
Blackburn grasping, falling off the train, and boom goes the dynamite. What's up, guys? This is Trendkill, and welcome back. Does this look familiar to you, or is it just me? That's right, we are replaying Semper Fidelis in the last mission of the game. This is the Great Destroyer, and once we are done with this, we are done forever. So, hooray! Anyway, so you make your way through the train exactly like you did the first time. Everything happens the same. Until you get to the end, you're going to get into a fist fight with Solomon, and then you continue on past that. So it's kind of neat. I like how they tied it all back together. But anyway, as you're starting that fist fight with Solomon, there's going to be a new button sequence that you didn't have the first time. You're going to actually get to defend yourself. And when you start defending yourself, that's also the start of an achievement called Between a Rock and a Hard Place, which is basically where you have to fight Solomon to perfection. Now, perfection meaning there are 7 or 8 buttons in that sequence, and you have to hit them all correctly on the first try. You can beat the game without completing the sequence 100%, but to get the achievement, we have to make sure we get them all right. Now, the button sequence for the achievement is left bumper, A, B, right trigger, and then tapping A repeatedly. And I know that's a lot to remember, so what I'm going to do is put an indicator up at the top of the screen that's going to show you what button is coming up next so that you can always be one step ahead of the actual game itself. So with that being said, I'm going to let you watch the beginning of the achievement here, and I'm going to shut my mouth.
Are you alone? Huh? Who are you with? Huh? Good? Who? You're good, soldier. You are good. What's next? I'm not afraid to die. How about you? Help!
Moving into some uncharted territory. This is obviously where Semper Fidelis leaves off and the Great Destroyer takes over. Basically, after the train wreck, you're going to get up, grab this gun, and shoot this guy. Don't ask me why I failed so hard on killing him. But anyway, you're going to pick up his gun because it's got an infrared scope on it, and it makes this game really easy. Even in multiplayer, the infrared scope is amazing. Anyway, so you're going to kill all these guys, a little more whack-a-mole through the tunnels here. It's pretty linear, pretty easy. You shouldn't have much of a problem, especially with the infrared scope. And basically, you're done. It's going to go to some theatrics at the end and also the rest of the button sequence fight after a car chase and a car crash. And that's basically the end of the level and the end of the game. So thanks for watching the walkthrough, guys. I really do appreciate all the support you've given me so far. I know I've helped some of you. Some of you just watch for entertainment. I don't care why you watch, as long as you're enjoying yourself. Hopefully in the next few days, I'll have some really good news to tell you guys. So stay tuned, stick around. I'd like you all to be a part of it. And with that being said, I'm going to get out of here. So as always, guys, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Don't ask. Get in. Come on, they're getting away. Police scattered to talk about hard men in Times Square. Gotta get the PLR. Buckle up. He's coming! He's coming! So, who dies first? You'll never win! How's the boat winning?
Radiation is like life, a uniquely damaging event. Perhaps I will live another 30 years. Perhaps I will die tomorrow. I am telling my story here. The story of how Solomon used power-hungry men like al-Bashir and Kafarov to set fire to the world. And the American Marine, who, like me, chose the hardest path of all. But I have no regrets. I have always served Russia, trying to make a difference. Sometimes I was forced to make difficult choices. Many lives have been saved. Many have been lost. I am certain Moscow does not view it in the same light as I do. But enough is enough. As Vladimir would say, you can only die once. Make sure it is worth it.